want to shoot guns with a cigarette hanging out of your mouth. You're going to look badass.
Ah, yes, Cuban Beezus.
Ah, yes.
Are you reading my fan fiction?
Yeah, dude, it's crazy.
Let me put my eyes in and take off my bonnet.
How can anyone take you seriously now?
You're a 45-year-old man.
You're not, man. You're assholes. Get the off the stage.
Because of the pineapple debacle?
There's no excuse for that. I can never show my face in that Starbucks again.
Fill her up.
You're listening to the Gas Digital Network. You're listening to Gas Digital Best of the Week.
I gotta ask. I'm sorry about a very specific event that I've only heard in passing, and I would love to get the story if it's true. When you guys were opening for the Sun Ra cover band,
right? And
you made the chorus in Jocko last indefinitely until the crowd turned you guys off.
Yeah.
Is that an urban legend, and that legit happened?
No, we did that because at that point it had already gotten so ugly so fast because they thought they had hired a cover band that was going to play like, Foreigner and Bad Company. And we come out in our firemen's work suits, our jumpsuits with the blue plastic hard hat helmets that were actually a company ideal child's like toy helmet.
Mm-hmm.
And clear plastic masks, those kind of creepy Halloween masks where you see your face through the clear plastic. And we started with Be Stiff, and I said, here's one by Bad Company, and we played Be Stiff, and you could see this crowd who are all in costume. They're all dressed up for Halloween. So they're monsters, and they're zombies, and the girls are all dressed like, because that was the favorite go-to for a girl. And, you got Frankenstein, and you got the Wolfman, and they're looking at us like, you motherfuckers, that wasn't a Bad Company song, And then we go from that to like, I don't even remember. I think Subhuman Woman, another original Devo song that's clearly not rock and roll formula. And about the fourth song in, they're bummed and they're screaming things at us. So we go right to Jocko. Like, let's cut to the chase. We go to Jocko. And Mark, of course, takes the mic and, are we not men? And asks them, right? And it's like, a guy grabs him by the shirt and goes, you're not men, you're assholes. Get the off the stage. And he tosses him backwards. Mark falls and gets up. And then they start throwing beer bottles at us from further back. And now they're converging on us. And our roadies engage with them. And we had to get off the stage and run backstage. And we had to stop. And we all went out the back door and we went to our van and we changed back into our street clothes. And we went to Captain Frank's, that's featured in Stranger Than Paradise, where they're on the pier during the blizzard in the winter. And Captain Frank's, which was this terrible fried food, seafood place that everybody thought was great back then in Ohio. We went there and kind of, fist pumped each other that we had pissed these people off so much. Kind of felt like, we were vindicated because we didn't like them and they didn't like us. So we had some fried shrimp, came back, and just came in the front door like people from the street.
Because no one would recognize you. Right.
No. And we sat down, we watched Sun Ra's whole set.
That's really cool. Because I read online that you would call, pretending to be the manager of the band, and say, they're going to do Old Bad Company and Captain and Tennille covers. Yeah. You're going to love it. And then you just wouldn't. And then you actually got paid to leave once. Is that true too?
Yeah, that we were in a club in Africa. Yeah, I was the prankster straight man. I would act very businesslike, and I would just wear a regular button-down collar shirt and a V-neck sweater and some corduroy pants and just look like a guy that was out of it manager, and I would say we were a cover band. And we played this club in Akron, and after the first half-hour set, the owner came over and said, listen, I'll give you guys $50 to get out of here now. Like, don't play the second set. And
That's
we
really
thought,
funny.
this is great, you know? And so we took the $50 and we stayed there and we bought burgers and beer. You know?
That's really awesome. I love that story.
So years ago, we had Chrissy Mayer on our show for no other reason than Chrissy Mayer came on In Hot Water because her mother had died. She was looking for an outlet and she had done stand-up and we let her on. And I bump into Pat Dixon and it takes another minute because now it wraps up quickly. And Pat Dixon goes, you had Chrissy Mayer on your show? And I say, yeah, because like anyone else that does comedy, you don't know or care. And I'm telling you, Maddie, I literally thought he meant, why didn't you have me on? So I go, yeah, you can come on anytime too. And he's like, and the next day I tell Aaron, I'm like, I think Pat's mad that we don't have him on or we have Chrissy on. We didn't know. And he goes on the air and goes, and he knew we were dating for 3 years and he knew that she accused me of hitting her. And like, no one knew that. Okay. But Chrissy keeps coming on our show. She does great. She does so great. And everyone that follows podcasting knows this because like me, everyone subscribed to Compound Media, Gas Digital, and Censor TV. She has a show now on her. She does so well, she gets her own show. And I think anyone at your network would be the first to admit, and anyone at our network, including the boss, would say, the Wet Spot keeps us relevant with viewers under 30, probably under 40, more than definitely In Hot Water. And I would argue more than the boss's show. That's how successful she became. And Pat, who when he breaks up with women, because he's a locust and he needs them to support him, then he wants them canceled. And he lost on that. And then he broke up with his most recent girl, Felicia, for 7 months. He had this other girl move in, rewinded 20 minutes, and you can see after 5 times. He has this other girl move in with her, and she's great. And this girl, he's like, he tells me he hates her, and I'm like, I'm putting her on my show. So I'm like, I'm going to have Felicia on, and I mean it for the same reason, like, you don't get to cancel comedians. I get that you hate women. You don't get to cancel comedians. So I have her on the show, okay? And it goes great. Anyone that can watch the show, I'll tell you the date, June 20th, because that's the day it broke my jaw. She's on the show, and then I get done the show, and I go across the street, as I often do, to have a drink with the boss, and a couple people come, and she's one of them, and Pat Dixon walks into a bar. It's not a joke, although it should be because he doesn't drink. And the rest is in the video you saw. He leaves the seat and clocks me. And after he clocks me, I'm sitting there with ice on my jaw, getting ready to go to the urgent care. And I see he texted me, and I look at my phone, and he texts me at 3:54, and my show gets done at 3:45-ish. You've been on it, Shannon. We heard everyone across the street. Maddie, same thing. And so I don't even see the text. He texts me, and trust me, I screenshotted this because maybe I gave it to a policeman. He texted me 3 times in the course of the same minute, 3:54. Hey, don't put Shannon on your show. After it happened, was she on your show? I hate her. She's a Chrissy was one thing. And then he clocks me. And I look down and see all the texts, and there's one after he clocked me going, never mind. Now, let me explain something. He lost. He hit me, and if he just said afterwards, Gene, I got addicted to prescription meth, and I hit you. And I think everyone that knows me knows I'm the most easy. I'd be like, wow, dude, you know, because I talked about it on, like, if Pat had said that, he'd have a reason. If I told you to, what I said to a woman at Starbucks, because she wouldn't pour me a black coffee because I had to wait in line, I can't show my face there anymore, and I have no excuse. It'd be one thing if I said, look, I was on meth. But when I was looking at her like, can you just pour me a coffee instead of making a mocha latte cha-cha-cha? I literally said that. For these people, there's no excuse for that. I can never show my face in that Starbucks again. But what he did was he lost his shit because he's addicted, and it makes you angry and you're insecure. And he did that. And then for the next 2 weeks, while I'm in the worst pain of my life and I'm just ignoring it, he can't admit he was wrong. So he commits to this insane story. And you know where he is now? He's gone. It's what I said. He's living in Tennessee. He left his apartment because of what I said, because he's afraid he'll get arrested if he sets foot in New York for the next 5 years. But here's the good news. When he comes back in 5 years at the age of 57, people will be chomping at the, he's done. And as the Buddha says, we will not be punished by for our anger, we'll be punished by our anger.
Ain't that your form killers, Legion of Skanks. Welcome to the
I couldn't find it.
Dude, just pull up a second of Olaf just talking and moving around. It's so
Ian. It's crazy.
All right.
All right.
Now I have to see. I want to see.
Have you ever seen Frozen?
No, but I know the character. You give me
Is he
some
like
Olaf.
a cool
So then
guy?
it's pictures of guys' dicks after this? Yeah, that's Ian.
I thought he has a carrot nose.
Hey,
Give us some volume.
Am I right?
You're creepy.
Whoa, back at
Son of a
Please
bitch.
don't- Come on, it's just a head.
Ian!
All right, we got off to a bad start.
Ew, the body.
Wait, what am I looking at right now? Why are you hanging off the earth like a bat?
Tell you honest with you, I'm trying to not see it, and I do see it.
He's a beloved
I'm trying to blindly
character.
be on your team, but man, he is a beloved character.
Yeah.
But I see what they're saying.
In a kid's movie.
I know. I've got big teeth.
He's beloved in
He's
a
an
kid's
annoying
world.
idiot.
Yeah.
In a kid's world, he's a great character.
And adults
if
love
you put
Frozen
him in
too.
The
That's
Departed.
right. Ian, you have
Why are you gonna?
That's where I live. I'm more of a Departed guy.
Ian, you have Ian, you have the energy of a cancer kid's imaginary friend. Oh,
Dave.
animals here. What do you want to do, kids? You want to blow a guy or a girl?
Let's walk the Pittsburgh Bridge.
Yeah.
You guys want to walk Suicide Bridge? I bet it'll be super duper fun. Want to shoot guns with a cigarette hanging out of your mouth? You're going to look badass.
Let's talk about genders.
You're such a bitch
Labels,
ass.
labels, labels.
I hate Ian, dude. I do love Ian. God damn it.
What up, motherfuckers?
That's the real
ass
last
podcast.
night was, and let me. I know I was being a little bit salty, and I could have probably rolled with the punches a little bit better. But he wasn't doing. It wasn't like he was coming in and busting balls. And I mean this. There's nobody with a thicker skin than me in the world. It wasn't just getting my fucking balls busted. It was Ian being annoying.
You don't respect Ian.
No, it wasn't about respecting Ian, because I do respect Ian. It was Ian was purposefully being annoying, purposely doing, and then Big J was like egging him on.
That was totally.
And then the audience was laughing at what Big J was saying. And then Big J would over the top laugh at bad jokes that Ian was saying, and then the audience would laugh at Big J's
And then I would
overreaction to-
continue to make bad jokes.
There's nothing worse than when someone's making a bad joke and the crowd is like, or when someone says
and then I'm
something-
sitting there, I'm going like, at one point, I'm going like, all right, well, there's no path for me to go here that's gonna like win this. I was like,
Yeah.
it's not like if I try to double down and bust his balls, it's gonna fucking bomb with the room right now, because the big funny thing is that I'm getting my fucking. So then Ian starts fucking trashing me, and he's like, I'm funnier than you. I'm this, that, and you. I'm that. I'm going like, Ian, I invited you here.
Yeah.
Nobody else wanted you here. I'm the guy who invites you to everything. I'm the only fucking guy who invites you around to these things. How about you just fucking kind of come in and be a little cool? I just wanted to articulate that somehow, where it's like, I'm like, I'm on your side, cocksucker.
Can I
You're
say?
gonna lose me.
Can I
and
say?
that's when I texted Shannon. I was like,
what's the
kick him off
worst?
the show
That
tomorrow,
was-
dude, because I don't want him on the show.
Ian, before you even
No.
say it, play in Ian's defense, he did come in today and bring Byron a donut.
I brought donuts for everyone.
Byron ate my donut, which is fucking also crazy. Byron, you can't eat donuts that people bring to the studio. That's not your job. Are we still paying you right now? You're not being paid anymore. Get out. What? No. Byron actually has to leave now.
Yeah, this is a real
Byron,
one.
you're not just egging people on not liking me every time. No. You get here, take this, go.
Oh, he does it every time?
Yeah, it's the thing that I don't know what Byron's saying is. I'm the boss, Byron. You know that, right? No, go. Go for the day. No. Go for the day. Take this and go for the day.
It's serious if Lou is
I'm
giving
serious.
up the
I want
dab
him gone for the day. I don't, whatever it is, his thing, it's every day. Every day it's Byron in the background going, oh, look, Lewis is getting butt fucked. Get out. Go home for the day. Come back tomorrow and we can see if you have a better attitude. Thanks.
He's going to come back on a Saturday?
Thanks. I'm serious. I'm 100% serious. Go to fucking Adam Carolla's studio already. Leave. I've never seen somebody say, hey, I'm gone, and then stand around and try to dunk on their fucking boss for 2 weeks afterwards.
You know,
in your mind, you're not in your, he's so far down the fucking rung of importance here. I don't know what the fucking confidence comes from. He needs to get out.
How did he leave? Was it like
He hasn't.
He came to me. He was like, "Hey, boss. He made me an offer I can't refuse."
No.
I swear to
How
God.
much?
He said, "Hey,
Actual
boss?"
money?
And I was like, "I don't know. I don't care."
He's talking about paying me.
No, we pay him, which is fucked up. Which is even more fucked up.
I was kidding.
We shouldn't have paid him. We started paying him. I was like, he's just here every day. I was like, we got to give him something because he's just.
What
here
does he
every day.
even do?
I don't know.
I just thought he was a
He's
fan.
a climber. He's
I didn't know.
Fucking opportunist climber.
I thought he was just
and
a fan.
I have to sit here and fucking have him in the background going, the hell, look at Lewis getting made fun of. Shut up. Get out. Get off the fucking property that I pay for. Don't sit in the chair that I pay for. Those are my chairs. This is my air. Do you understand what? Is it lost on people that I'm the fucking owner of this place? Is it fucking lost?
Yeah. Thick-skinned Lewis is the owner of this place. Nothing gets under his skin. Now get the fuck out of here.
Fuck out.
No one's got a thicker skin than him. Get the fuck out of here.
I have a thick skin.
Look, I'm the guy. Nothing gets under my skin. Did you eat the last donut?
This is my chair.
This is my air.
Go over there. This isn't fair.
Oh no, a bear.
It's Joe MMA Rap with Louis J. Gomez and Dave Smith.
It's an interesting thing. I watched this. I watched this UFC documentary. It's a really cool documentary on the first UFC. I showed it to James, and so you remember it was advertised as no holds barred. The only way a fight could be stopped was somebody tapping out or the corner throwing in a towel. Right? There's no referee stoppage.
That was true in the first UFC.
The first fight was stopped by the referee.
Even though he's not allowed to do it.
Stop it. So it was a friend of the family, right? He was a lifetime Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu guy who was reffing, and the sumo guy, whatever his name was, he was fighting the tall like Dutch kickboxer guy, Gerard Gordeau, and Gordeau kicked him in the face. Remember, and his fucking face was just.
He kind of fell to the ground. And he kicked what would be an illegal move today.
Yeah.
Just soccer kicked him right in the face. His tooth went flying into the fucking...
And one of his teeth was lodged into his foot. He fought with a tooth in his foot that night, Gerard Gordeau. But that... So then the referee comes in. Yeah, right here.
So he falls, and then Gordeau does...
Boom! Good night. So then the referee stops him.
Even though there's no
referee stop
that says you could stop him.
So he ended up getting fired for this referee. It's really interesting. Big John talks about it. Big John was like in the documentary.
Big John's the one who insisted on referee stoppages, I believe, for the second one.
Yeah. And
he was like, if I'm going to come back and do this, I have to be able to stop the fight if dude's fucking unconscious and just getting pounded out.
But this moment, it sort of set up, it was a big moment.
It was the first fight.
For the first fight, but the referee stopping that fight, it sort of set a different tone. Instead of it just being barbaric, I think that moment and that distinction of a professional saying, hey, look, I know what's best for these fighters was a big moment for mixed martial arts. So not only was it the first fight, but just sort of the way that fight ended, I think if he would have kicked him into oblivion to the point where he's like, maybe had brain damage or died, or it could have been a different sport. It could have been a completely different sport.
It's an interesting point.
Yeah.
I just wish...
Go ahead, Vic.
I was just going to say, I just wish that ref was at Ellis Mania for Lewis's fight.
Fuck you, Vic.
I remember when Anderson Cooper, he started hosting some daytime show. It was kind of like a trashy, celebrity interview show.
I do kind of remember that.
And it was like some socialite, whatever dumb daytime show. And I remember being like, I can't believe CNN is letting him do this, because don't you have to keep up the illusion that he's your Brian Williams?
Yeah,
now,
exactly.
Right?
Yeah,
he's supposed to be your serious newsman who you
and now they're
trust.
just they're getting hammered. CNN, they're all getting hammered. Yeah, it's
Don Lemon's drunk and shit, and it's also like it's not just like he's drunk. Like, I personally, by the way, I will say, I think a drunk newsman is fine. Like my vision of a newsman,
a stoic drunk newsman,
like a stoic old Irish Catholic, fucking has 3 whiskeys before his broadcast, just smoking a cigarette, telling you about like, you know, what there was a bombing in Panama or like something. You know what I mean? Like I'm fine with that. But watching Don Lemon be like a lightweight, like he's like talking like a high school chick who can't handle her booze, and you like. You're looking at this, you're just like, how can anyone take you seriously now?
You're a 45-year-old man. Can you imagine the level of respect that would go down for the two of us if we got that drunk at Skankfest this year?
Oh, yeah. And we
like
were
if
just
Shane Gillis
like,
saw us that drunk at Skankfest.
And you were and just acting like an idiot, like couldn't handle your booze. Oh my God, it'd be horrible.
Yeah,
I'd be mortified at the thought of it.
I don't know. It was just like it was a wild time. I mean, I can honestly say that like I was popular the whole time at home, even when I first started getting on stage. Like my first open mic, like 15 of my friends came, but like me saying I remember any of those sets, I don't.
Yeah, because you get there, you have a few drinks, you go up, you do
and
well.
I already
then
had
your
a few
friends are like,
drinks.
"Oh my God, let's get drunk! That was so funny."
And so when I'm telling you about my schedule and how drinking was basically all I did, and I would just try to fill in the gaps around it. Basically what a day would look like for me towards the last, I would say 4 to 10 years of my drinking was just me getting up sometime between noon to 4 p.m. whenever I had to just like barely pull it together to put like some dry shampoo in my hair or wash my face, you know.
Sluts are filthy.
I mean, all of it. That's not even if I would have fucked. That's just me drinking and being a little slop bucket the next day. You know, you're sweating off a half brick of PBR and whatever shots people were giving you, and I'm not unattractive. So, like, this whole thing was like, I think of the money I wasted, but boy, oh boy, were some men just, whew.
They were throwing drinks
and
at
nothing
you.
to show for it.
Man.
Except for a girl who won't fucking to fuck them now.
You wouldn't fuck those guys.
Not anymore.
Why?
They already had access to Hannah Land. If you're not, you know,
Hannah Land.
if your pass doesn't work anymore, it's not my fault. The software got updated, dude.
Oh, thanks. You're a real nice guy, man. You're a good guy. You're funny as fuck, too.
I appreciate
You're
that.
a funny dude. You're not an asshole. You're very polite to people. I've been around you. I mean, you're really cool. But and plus, you were with the Dane Cook crew, so it was like, shit.
Right.
And you weren't even like that.
Yeah, man, I don't look like I am, and it's really great for my comedy if you understand that. Like some of my friends that like, you know, like there's a couple people that like are in LA that really, really know me very well.
Yes.
And they're like, dude, it is so funny. That's what's funny about you is that you're not how you look. And that's like so funny. But when you get it, when it clicks, bro, I think I have a little bit like Steve Carell in me in that sense, or like a little like The Office. It's like the first time you watch it, you don't really get it. But by the third time, you're like, how the fuck did I not realize this?
Right.
You know, it's kind of like that. So like it's tough because I'm always like when I meet someone that's always my back's always against the wall because it's like they always think I'm always like I know that what you're thinking is just
they're
not
like
real.
this tall guy. He's tall. You're like 6'2". Are you 6'2"?
Yeah.
6'2". You're tall. You're like, man, you know, this motherfucker. It's fucked up.
Yeah.
People judging
You're
you
standoffish. No, I'm brooding, thinking this person doesn't like me. Like I'm not going like, yo, what's up? I'm like, please like me. You know, it's like. It's like so bad.
Do I have standing douche face?
No, you don't.
I don't.
No, you always can't. You always seem very nice.
Yeah, Mike? Do I have?
No,
I don't look douchey, right?
You look cool.
I look cool.
Not douchey cool. You look approachable
Usually douchey
cool.
is like handsome white guy.
Oh, what do you say?
Usually douchey will be like handsome white
Yeah.
guy. Could be like.
So what am I?
You're just like you're
stoic.
cool You're like approachable, like cool.
I think so.
You got like a good approachable. Am I approachable? Bro, I feel like I'm not.
Everyone's like quiet. No, I mean, yeah, half and half. Like someone would
Like I want a little mystery to me, but I don't want. I want it to be mystery, not like fuck this guy.
Well, you
know?
need to bring a cape with you then, man.
I need to start wearing a cape.
You should have a cape. You know,
should start
just a
wearing a
cape.
cape.
Just go like that and go. It's like, who's that?
Sometimes people just say mean shit to me. Like when I'm like, why would you say that? You know, like I'm like,
you do have magician hair though. That perfect fucking Copperfield
like
coif.
a mean magician.
You look like you literally look like you could have like a magic show in Vegas. Like your face, you'd be like this. Just do that right now. Just do it. Really? Come on, ready? Go. Right? It'll be John Campanelli in Vegas. Magic on the right?
Which is sparks coming out.
Hell yeah, I could. Yeah, you got magician face. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Oh, they'll be like, yo, have you seen John Campanelli? Oh my God. He made like a tank disappear.
He's so mysterious and unapproachable.
Yeah.
Okay. So what we did on this show, we figured out a lot of stuff was like, damn, yo, do we really know each other? You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, do we know each other? Like, one of the things we realized, we can't even tell when somebody from the other race need a cut or not. You know what I mean? Like, like, you know, Derek walked in and noticed that Natalie had got her hair cut, but that's because he knows Natalie. He's seen Natalie for a while. We've seen Dylan. I've watched Dylan grow into this Teen Wolf thing that he's becoming. It wasn't until I saw pictures
Like
from a year ago. I'm like, holy shit, Dylan hasn't cut his hair in a year.
I watched the original Top Gun recently.
Okay.
No one's neck has ever been lined up in that movie.
Right.
And they're supposed to be in the military.
Right.
Wow.
Right.
And Tom Cruise's neck looks crazy.
Right.
And he's the star. You know what I'm saying? Like,
y'all supposed to be in the fucking
y'all supposed to be in the military and
y'all
like,
Marines.
no kind of nothing.
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to play a little game. We'll show you some pictures of a couple white people, and you just let us know whether or not they need a cut or not.
Come on, man. That's Snoop.
That's Snoop doing whiteface.
Yeah. Now here's the thing. Even for what Snoop is betraying, does the character that Snoop is playing need a cut?
First of all, Snoop never needs a cut.
Okay.
Ever.
Yeah, I don't
Snoop
think he's
had
ever
a
had
cut,
one.
deep cover, and then ever since then, no cuts that I can recall.
Wait, Absolutely. Are you serious?
Maybe some trims, but I can't think of any.
Had long
Snoop
hair
started growing
the
his
music
hair.
videos in deep cover?
Deep cover, he had a short haircut. You know what I'm saying? When he came back out, gin and juice, hair a little longer.
Hold on, Dylan,
you know
find
what I'm
that.
saying?
Can you find Snoop Dogg deep cover?
like,
Just see if we get a still.
By the time Doggy Style come out, little braids.
Because I remember when everybody would wear
the he got the long hair. Snoop Lion got the dreads. Snoop don't never need a cut since '92.
Yeah.
Since '92. That motherfucker ain't really.
He spent all his haircut money on weed.
Yeah. 30 years no cut.
Because I remember when he used to start off with them LBC Scullies, you know what I mean? He always had a skull cap on, and that was like for everything. And I didn't, you know, and then when you finally did see his hair, it was all like these fuzzy braids up under there.
Gin and Juicy had the fro.
Yeah,
you know.
I can't even think of what he would look like, you know what I mean, with a haircut. But, yeah, okay, so if we look at, you can't find nothing?
No, I have the video here.
Okay, yeah, just play. I just want to see what he look like.
Where am I? I'm trying to find it.
Are you trying to see him?
Yeah, I'm trying to see an older video, and of course it's.
There you go.
Oh, but they always had hats.
Yeah, they had on, but he was just a.
You can tell. Look at that.
Look. Yeah.
Oh wait. In the car, you can see it.
Wow.
Wait, I do remember.
That is wild. Oh, and even then, he still had a little mop top going on. So he was still.
That's
still
when he was Cardocious.
Yeah. You could tell he's one of those dudes
That's
that
young Cardocious right
You could tell he's one of those dudes that graduated high school and never went back to the barbershop. Like never. Like ever. Like that first summer, he was just like, man, fuck that, shorty. What the fuck I need a haircut for? Yeah. So if you had to guess for the white guy, the white character, show that picture of Snoop Dogg in the wig again.
I'm gonna say he needs one. You know what I'm saying? We're not in the 60s no more.
That is very 60s, 70s.
It's very, very Beatles, very, you know, what Ike Turner was going for at a certain time. Yeah, I'm gonna say he needs one in that character.
Okay, might have to take that to the white judges. No, what do you think? Yeah. Natalie,
The character. Come on, Nat.
I don't know, man. I saw this and I was like, is he doing a cosplay of Martha Stewart? That's because they're friends. If it's a woman's haircut, It's just a bad haircut.
It's just a nasty grandmother haircut.
I think if
Martha
you
got the mustache
suggested
and
that
beard,
to
though?
Snoop Dogg, I've only worked on one project with Snoop Dogg. I feel like he cursed you out if you suggested he was cosplaying Martha Stewart. I don't
Really?
know.
Yeah, he does go off a lot on live. Like
Yeah.
he goes live a lot to cuss motherfuckers out, and you know
it's entertaining.
Very fun.
Yeah, it's just fascinating because you could tell he knew he needed to do it, but you could tell it became his impulse reaction when he stopped taking his headscarf and glasses off. Like, with a nigga not gonna take off his bonnet and put his eyes in? That's how women say it.
Snoop got to put his eyes in real fast. He can't talk right now. He got to put his eyes in.
Oh, so here's my fun fact about Jeff Bezos. I was listening to a podcast about him. And then I found out that, you know what? Fucking Bezos ain't even his real last name.
Yeah.
You
Is
knew
it like
that?
how de Blasio's real last name was Wilhelm and he didn't want anybody to know he was German?
What?
So we talked about that on the show.
I can't remember most of the things we talk about, dude. I'm not going to lie to you. So fucking Bezos, his real last name is fucking Jorgensen.
Like the Libertarian Party nominee in the last presidential?
Sure.
Joe Jorgensen?
Sure, yeah.
Are they related?
I don't know. No, because, all right, so
Because he doesn't want anybody to know that he's Scandinavian?
Bezos' fucking old man, his actual birth father, the man who supplied the jism, he's like a fucking carny weirdo. And the mom left him. And then she married this Cuban guy who was working at a bank in their town, and his last name was Bezos.
Ah, yes, Cuban Bezos.
Yeah, yes.
I thought to myself, I either got ripped off or this is my first case. Let me see if I covered everything. Rooftop bar was really fun.
Yeah,
also
that was fun.
Also very cheap. Brazilian steakhouse in Portugal. And you guys are at home going, why did you go to a Brazilian steakhouse in Portugal?
They colonized Brazil.
Yeah.
So I guess it makes sense that they would have a Brazilian steakhouse there. I don't know.
I didn't look into the history of it.
Yeah.
But they would bring around these, I don't know if you guys have ever been to a Brazilian steakhouse.
You were an absolute pig that night.
Yeah, well, there it is. It's on video. You took that video.
It looks like you're on lipstick. You were eating so much.
I had the meat sweats.
He literally was sweating meat.
I was sweating meats out of, and it's like they bring around these spits of meat, and you have a block on your table. One side is green, one side is red. And when you want them to keep bringing you meats, you just put it on green. They just keep bringing you meats around.
And you were a little stingy with the pineapple. I asked you to do me a favor.
And I got you pineapple.
But I wanted more.
Well, I didn't. They weren't bringing around anymore.
See, I didn't pay for the all you can eat. Like Mike just ate himself to death. And they kind of watch you. Like they knew that I didn't do it.
Yeah,
and so I wanted the
kinda like
pineapple. And I was like, get me some pineapple. And he just got the guy just did a slice. And I was like, get another slice. And I was like, come on, teamwork.
Were you
here.
secretly holding that against me? Is that why you left early?
That's why I left early.
Because of the pineapple
Because of the
debacle?
pineapple. Like a real friend would get as much pineapple as possible.
I knew there was something that I did.
And I'm sorry
and that I
we had to
didn't.
come out this way.
It came out on a podcast. That's what this podcast is about. You became emotionally distant after the pineapple incident, and you decided withholding your friendship from me. And I was like, what's up with Kyle? And it's like, this is how it comes out. Pineapple. I get it back to my family. It's like, it's not. It's that you couldn't stand going out without pineapple.
It was caramelized and grilled, and it was just so good.
God, caramelized and grilled.
A beautiful day. Natalie's here as always. And then we said goodbye to Alec last week. He moved to a home far, far away to enjoy trees and a backyard and a girlfriend and a whole ass life. And now we have someone who has only one of those three things joining us once again. Okay, you have 1.5. He's so mad at me already. Joining us once again, you know him, one of the OGs, but in Alex's seat this time, Mike Harrington. Welcome back to the show. He wanted this song. He requested it. Oh, Harrington, you've come such a long way.
Yeah, I got a collared shirt on now. It's a whole to-do.
I love you. I feel like our relationship has really blossomed so much since I met you. I wish, you know what? We should have had that picture on cue, the first picture that you and I ever took together when I think you came to see me do stand-up. When you
I came all right.
Oh my God. Before, I don't, listen, on this show I flirt with Shane. I never flirted with Alec. So there's going to be a different dynamic now. But yeah, Shane is out sick today. So thoughts and prayers. Send him a nude or whatever it is that you think makes men feel better. I'm sure he'll appreciate that. I'm sure you'll have no problem doing it. And he might show them to me. So just know that if you're sending a nude to Shane, you're also sending a nude to me. Just want to make that really clear. Is there any other thoughts from the booth? You guys look like you're having a animated conversation because you made me look at you, and now I'm just going to be distracted to what you're doing and talking about the whole time.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I didn't think this one through.
I'm going to have booth FOMO.
No, I didn't process that you just stare deeply into Shane's eyes for 90 minutes a week, and that's your moment of zen.
We have eye sex every week, and that's part of the dynamic of the show. I mean, I think there's been a lot of research done that when the two newscasters seem like they might fuck, people pay attention to the news more, and that's kind of the dynamic we had. I had it with Joe DeRosa as well.
What's up?
Okay.
What's the latest thing you said on the last one?
That I had sex with my stepbrother?
Yes.
Yep, I'm a hillbilly.
Yep.
That's pretty sick.
It will. That here's the thing.
How long had you known each other?
Okay, very good questions. I'm going to answer all of them right now. We go to elementary school. The hottest dudes in elementary school are in 5th grade. I'm like in 1st grade. Okay, they're the hottest guys. Everybody knows it. They BMX. They're shitheads. They're mean. They're bullies. Then my mom starts dating their mom. Okay. Then a few years later,
our moms are lesbians.
Yeah, that's why I'm homophobic.
That's why they're moms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then they move in. The boys move in, and I just have to be this fat mall goth living with the hottest boys in middle school.
Are you reading my fan fiction?
Yeah, dude, it's crazy.
That is Zach.
And I'm fucking, just pretending not to be yanking it every night to these boys that are in the room next door, right? And then I graduate high school. We're still very much a family, but we don't live together. And then I don't know what happened. Some texty thing got going between me and
You lost weight. You started.
Oh
to get
yeah,
hot.
I lost a lot of weight. I started to get hot. Yeah. Well, I think he would have been down even as the mall goth. To be honest with you, he's a dirtbag. But then I came back home for Christmas.
Oh yeah, like you've never fingered a girl in a hoodie.
But scumbags can have some ironically high standards.
Yeah.
So you'd be shocked at some of the stuff scumbags won't touch.
No, he would have done. He would have.
Okay.
He would have.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Don't ruin all my dreams.
Okay, fair enough.
And then we went back home for Christmas, and our moms were like, "You guys have to share a room. Sorry." And we were like, "Uh-oh, boo!" And then we shared a room, had sex, high-fived. Never and came downstairs for Christmas morning. It was great.
Did you ever talk about it?
Mm-mm.
No.
To be honest, that is the weirdest part of it. I've seen him a million times. We never discuss it.
Would you do it again?
Oh yeah. He's hot as hell, dude. He's very. If you saw him, you'd be like, "Oh shit, this is like very much my type."
I can't believe you did it once and you never talked about it and never did it
Dude,
again.
That's the best part.
That's what's crazy.
The
That's
best
what's
part
hot about
would
it.
have been if you went on family vacations. It was like the secret.
Well, that's the thing is every time we've been on family vacation since then, I've been dating somebody. But it has been extremely tempting. Also, my other stepbrother is there all the time, and he doesn't really know, and he's more like brotherly and protective. So I think there's that little mischief behind it.
Did
where
you
it's like,
lose your virginity to him?
no.
Okay.
I've been fucking since I was 16, 15. So I was established.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Veteran.
Yeah, I lost my virginity to like a solid dude I was dating. Great guy, very much a
that's not
milady,
bad.
princess bride type of dude. You know what I mean?
I lost my virginity to an aggressive chick at a pool.
Yeah, see, that sucks. I'm
Whoa.
sorry.
I mean, yeah, it got weird afterwards.
She was so aggressive she got a black guy into a pool.
Zach Amico's Midnight Spook Show.
That's
That's a old Bob Levy trick.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, I heard him and Florentine talk about it years ago when they were on the road. They would get hotel rooms, and they would stack all the chairs from their hotel rooms in the MC's room, so that if they got a girl back, they had to sit on the bed.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Pro move.
Brilliant.
And they were like, yeah, that saves you like an hour.
Keep one table to cut lines on.
I say we calmly go through the books we have.
Yeah, Levy used to ask MCs to introduce him as this next guy. You might not know him now, but he just got signed to play Joey's brother on the new season of Friends. And that he said it worked every night. Just doing these little bar shows in Jersey when Friends was the biggest show in the world.
You have to use your imagination to suppose anything at all.
And yeah, Levy would ask for extra hotel keys, and he would meet girls at the shows and just give out the hotel room key. And he's like, if nobody comes by 3 in the morning, I'm going to jerk off and go to sleep.
Gay Blind Mike is a virgin.
You never got laid?
So you never even made out with a girl?
No.
Never?
Not once. I did finger a girl though.
What?
Yeah.
How did you finger a girl and not make out with her?
This one girl came along. I didn't really know her, but like we were all hanging out at the hot tub one night, and there was a bunch of us there, and she had liked some other guy, but I guess she was just horny, and it was both me and the other guy. She would like take our hands in the pool and like put it in her swimsuit and like have her hand do our, you know what I mean? Yeah, and so
she taught you how to finger her.
I guess so. Then on top of that, these motherfuckers, they promised me that I could get in on their. They were gonna have like we were gonna have like a 4-way or some shit, or an orgy, something like that. And then it fell through because one of the dude's girlfriends got plastered, like just trashed, and so the whole thing fell through. Damn it, I could have just gotten out of the way. I was so close.